Peace. In the name of Allah, I'm Aubrey Muhammad. I pray that everyone is well. Hempstead family, friends, and believers, welcome to my live session. This is an update on Mom's eviction court date at Nassau County Court. You see it behind me there at the corner. It's 99 Main Street. I'm up here by Carmen Place because I also wanted to update us. Carmen Place is slated for displacement. Okay, now first, number one, Mom's court update. Come on out and support her. We got some small funds raised now, and we have a big pledge, a 5K pledge, which should be coming through any day. That's going to help secure a proficient lawyer. The legal aid lawyer was no good. She was terrible. She was siding with Avalon. How bad could that be? She got a dog in the fight. In that courthouse right there. That's going to be 3 months, March 23rd. But make sure you come out to support her, because if we need an elder lawyer and a landlord-tenant lawyer. You know, a landlord-tenant lawyer is okay, but the elder lawyer is very good because it's also under investigation by HUD, who expanded it to human rights. And like I said again, that's legislator Sayla Bayan. She's supporting us, and really, really excellent support, and literally managing this case in a sense. You know, I really appreciate her, and my brother Rodney McCree. He's also the director of human rights in Mineola. He's monitoring this, and also the Department of Nassau County Elder. I gotta get her name, but I just say the department for now. She's monitoring because it's a serious issue here. And also be mindful that March 23rd, that's a trial. So usually when we come into trial, we'll have the lawyers and that evidence, and may be a second meeting after that. Because usually when them lawyers see your evidence that they haven't seen before, they say, Your Honor, I want to look over this evidence. So they adjourn it for another month until he can sparse your evidence. So that may more than likely will be adjourned to April. That'll be like April, maybe around tax day, April 2023. But make sure you be prepared for those 2 meetings. Very important and vital. Because these are some sneaky lawyers. These lawyers, and we need your support, man. You know, they get away with it because it happened in the shadows. We got to stop letting them do that. They just operate in the shadows and get away with all this, brothers and sisters. We got to change this. You know, you can't turn a blind eye to those of us around us, thinking, oh, it doesn't really affect me. It's not any outrage yet. It is. It affects us, family. All of us. You can't turn a blind eye. Like a ostrich with our head in the sand, waiting for it to pass. It don't pass. Don't you know they have a saying, justice is blind? Well, that's American justice is blind. We are all equal under the laws of justice. It's like gravity. Everything is relative to your mass. If you have equal mass, you got equal justice. Everything works out. You know? And American justice is blind. If you look at the symbol of American justice, Assalamu alaikum, my brother. Peace. What's up? Yeah, I'm doing a live here. Yeah, that's peace. Yeah. That's peace. Yeah, much respect and peace to the brother. American justice is blind, because that's a white woman holding the scales, and she got on a blindfold. So they said, oh, so I can't see who it is. Well, that white woman can hear your native black American voice. And that's how she gets to do the injustice to us. She can't see you, but she can hear who you are. So that's going to be it for the court date. Make sure you come out March 13th. That's kind of ominous too, that it's like a couple of days before the village election. There's 2 trustees position coming up, March. I think it's like 15th or 16th. It's usually that Tuesday. The village elections, because there's 2 important seats where we can start turning things around in the village, send a signal to them that you just can't get away with everything they're doing to us, you know. So come out March 13th, but I'll update you every week. And this is just a short one because it's cold and it got dark early. I want to show y'all something across the street, the Carmen Place displacement. If you look behind me, You see that Metro 303 right there? This whole strip mall from the Metro 303 all the way down to that MoneyGram. Right there, that whole strip mall. I did a walkthrough with you before. Carmen Place, go look at my Facebook Live, March 23rd. That was right after the election, for the special election. All these are slated to be demolished. This whole strip mall from the Metro 303, that laundromat right there, the Golden House, is that still open? Yeah, I don't know how that's closed. Yeah, that's open. The Wireless is closed, the Main Street Wireless. The Billets is closed. That Mexican Grill will never close. Them so-called Latino restaurants in Hempstead in Nassau County, they proliferate because they support their people. Latino people, they support their businesses. Them businesses never close. The barber shop, the signage is still, no, the signage is up. That's signage. The restaurant is open, another Latino restaurant right there. The MoneyGram, that's going down. But what I wanted to show you, to point out, is Carmen Place is going to go from the T-Mobile all the way back across from the Ravelli. I'm going to walk over there. The entrance to the, it's going to go to the entrance to the Ravelli parking lot in the back. In the back of these stores, this parking lot and the two homes. I want to show you the two homes. These businesses, you see all these people working here? Look at the MoneyGram, look at the restaurants. See, the family-owned businesses, when they are displaced, when they knock this down, those businesses will not be welcomed back in the Carmen Place. That is displacement. That's like 6 family businesses. I don't know about the laundromat. But them other ones are mainly family businesses. They may or may not live in Hempstead, I'm not sure, I don't know them. But this is going to happen all over Hempstead. You know, and this is the lot that have, what's that? Who's Silverado? Chevy. The Chevy car dealership got these vehicles in here. You know, this is no longer Village of Hempstead property. 30 acres of these parking lots. Even over here, the Mac Markowitz, where Stella's going to be. Near the train station. All that parking lot and the train station all the way down to Town Hall. That's 30 acres of 32 acres of parking lots were stolen by the greedy developers, greedy racist developers. Don Monte of Renaissance, Scott Reckler of RXR Financing, and a Russian oligarch. You don't get no more racist than that. Russian oligarchs are financing the displacement of black people in Hempstead. And America has sanctions against Russia for Putin fighting Nazis in Ukraine. That America just gave $100 billion to Ukrainians, Nazis in Ukraine. Good old America. So this parking lot is going to be torn down, and when they do the construction here, it's all planned. It's a well-oiled, diabolical plan. Them construction vehicles, the managers know that. The managers are the main ones and the owners of those construction firms. They came up to the IDA board to support the crooked lawyer Dan Deegan to get the pilots for Stella House and Carmen Place. This Carmen Place is a 2.4 acre footprint. It's called Carmen Place, luxury housing. Those businesses will not be welcome into the retail space that'll be here. And the buildings will be up to the sidewalk. They're going to redo all the sidewalks. Oh, it's waiting so long to do the sidewalks in the streets now. The building door is going to be right there to the retail space. You will have no green space because you won't be welcome here. You can come and patronize the businesses. You can make a guest visit. All the green space will be inside. And Carmen Place businesses, these businesses will not be in there. That's displacement. That's the meaning of displacement. That's what gentrification is. And Dan Deegan had the nerve to condemn this lingerie spot across the street. See that expressions? That ain't even on being torn down. That's not Carmen Place property. Carmen Place is over here. He mocked us. Oh, the houses are decrepit. Now, I mock the houses now. He mocked the houses and he mocked this place. And he mocked the that lingerie spot there. Oh, seedy. You know, you seedy, you crooked ass lawyer. That's why I don't like their asses. Lawyers. Natural born liars. I'm glad we're taking this walk now. I hope the Sunday is well. It's cold. At least it's not windy. Look at how bad they have kept the streets. Look at the bad condition of the streets here. The sidewalk and the blacktop and the concrete work. You know, this is the Bedell. Bedell's always been bad. But here is another main issue. This is going to happen all over Hempstead. This is going to be the theme. This is your future. You won't have houses. Remember the two houses I showed you? Well, here they go. Right here. This is the two houses on Bedell. I think it's like 120, one Bedell, 122, and like 120, I think. Bedell. This is the two houses. This one, let me go across the street so you can see it better. And this one, they're boarded up now. Those families are effectively displaced. You see the gray one behind me? I showed you this before. Let me walk in the street so you can get a broader view. These two houses right here. I think it's 120, 126, Bedell. Remember I walked by before? I greeted the families and stuff. They was out there enjoying their Sunday. And it was cold. That was March 23rd last year. It was cold. They was out there. And it got cold on me. Well, them houses have been boarded up. They've displaced these families, and these families are not welcome back into Carmen Place. That is the essence of displacement. That is displacement. And that is gentrification. When you take an existing population and you displace them, they lose their businesses, they lose their homes, and you bring in a new gentry. And the new gentry are higher income people, upper class people who don't care a damn about our people in community, almost as much as the Hempstead Village board members who hate their black selves and sellouts. This is the parking lots. And these cars shouldn't be parked here. These is like auto repair places. I don't know them. I would speak to them. If I knew them, I would speak to them and see what's up. I got to stop talking out my mouth. I'm not sure of the agreement they have, but I'm pretty sure most of the cars that are excess from these repair shops shouldn't be in public parking spots unless you got an agreement. And that's the parking spot over there. Well, that's so this is their excess property. Now, this is the two houses, and this is the rest of the parking lot next to Ravelli. This is the back of those stores over here. This whole area. Oh, can you see me? Oh, sorry. This whole area over here behind me, from that corner of Bedell and Main Street to that T-Mobile store to these parking lots back here. See where that dump truck is? That tractor trailer. It's an empty tractor trailer with a tow truck. To that corner, all the way around here, and the sky look nice going down. To that corner, all the way to Ravelli. All of that is being, not to Ravelli, to this side of Ravelli. All the way up in these parking lots is all going to be Carmen Place. And we will not be welcoming it. It will be expensive luxury housing. The rents will start at $3,000 for a studio. And affordable housing is a gimmick. There is no affordable housing in it. How to get a power? Affordable housing is a gimmick. Those developers and owners pick from that list. And if you're so concerned, oh, who's on the list? Maybe I'll be on the list. Most of that stuff is the lottery. And when you win the lottery, it's not a guarantee. Well, they could get on the lottery. How are you going to be on the lottery with the people who were in them two homes, them families in their two homes? They lost the lottery already. They got killed so you could win the lottery for affordable housing that only a select few will benefit. That's the way it is. White supremacy. And this is what we're fighting. We got to fight gentrification. We just can't keep letting them get these victories. We got to engage them. We got to bring this out to the surface. Waylon Hobbs and that board have hid the effect and scope of displacing these families. They've hid it. He lied at the African American Museum around the corner. We had a meeting. I said, Carmen Place is displacement. He like, Carmen Place is not displacement. What do you call this? And then, when they do the construction, this happened in Harlem, it happened in Brooklyn, and they quietly doing it in the Bronx. I could walk with this behind me now because I'm just going back as I wrap up because it's cold. I think maybe next week I just go down to Main Street, talk to a few brothers and sisters around there, you know, talk to a few people because we got to do something. If we don't, it'll affect us. Peace, my bro. All right. So if we don't start taking control of our communities, if we don't start holding these misrepresentatives accountable, we lose everything. We have got to take a stand. It got to be a ground zero somewhere. It got to be a place where we determine we're not going to be pushed around no more. We're not going to be displaced. This kills generational wealth. When you own them homes, and then you have families in the homes, that subsidizes your rent, your mortgage, your property taxes, with your family members contributing for rent. Then you can save up money. Then you can develop your house. You can improve your house. The kitchen, the bathrooms, and the landscaping to increase the property value. Even though these rotten village board members will work with outsiders to increase your property taxes because they have no respect for you. You know why? Because they don't fear you. They don't fear us. They fear them. They fear their masters. You know? Because we don't hold too many people accountable. That's just our own. Then we're going to fight. Everybody want to fight. Well, I'm wrapping this up, y'all. You got dark ass. But that was quick. That was good. But it showed what's happening in the village. That's 2.4 acres I just walked around to show you of Carmen Place that's coming. And that's one of the small parcels of the big 32 acres of parking lots that was stolen by Don Monty and Scott Reckner, or mainly Don Monty, gifted by the corrupt Mayor Wayne Hall. I think it was like 2012. For nothing. They just gave it to him, gifted to him. Here you go, master. That's his father. See, men that don't have strong fathers, man, it shows. And you don't have strong fathers, it really shows. Because his white daddy have just sold these 2.5 acres to Carmen Place for $4.5 million. This racist just sat up there, this racist displacer, gentrifying us, was gifted land for nothing. It was appraised for nothing. It's like 100 million this land is worth. 2.4 just got sold for $4-point-something million. And the Stella's right across the street. And the bulldozers gonna come soon. Once the bulldozers come in, they're gonna bulldoze us all. That'll be the beginning of the end. We must do something. That's gonna be a Stella place, the old Mac Market is. And they're tearing it all down. And the village board members, they're just gonna lie. They're going to lie to say they care. They only care about their own interests, their own professional careers. In politics, their aim to get into the political arena is just to be important, to be something to somebody else other than our own people. Because if you cared about our people, you would be standing up for us, like I do. I sacrifice to stand up for us. You don't have to pay me to stand up for us. I've been sacrificing for years. If it's right, it's right. Let's get it right. Now, family, I hope that your Saturday is well. It's cold out, but I'm finishing up now, and I pray that Allah continues to keep us and grace us and protect us, and to take the blinders off. I told you, justice is blind, but American justice, she has a blindfold on, but she can hear you. She hear your native black American voice in court. So it is with everything else. So family, support mom. Come out here and for her court date, March 13th, and come out here and oppose the gentrification of Hempstead. We can still do it. That land was stolen. That was a crooked deal. Could possibly even be illegal. But I don't care. It's the law. You know, it's illegal for you to be black. We need our unity. That is our power. That affects things. We unified in one accord and we start holding people accountable that puts them in line. That puts them in check. That makes them abide by us, do good by us. Right now, they don't care until we get outraged. But we need an enrage. Let's get enraged enough to make a difference around it. All right, family, I leave you as I greeted you in the ancient Arabic words of peace. Assalamu alaikum. Peace unto you. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, family. It's actually still a little early.